What it do, what it is, what it ain't, what it could be, nigga, what it can't. What we doing?
For real, for real. What's good with you though, bro?
And ain't nothing to it but to do it. You know, we
Ain't
do
nothing.
it
For real, for real.
one day
For
at a
real, for
time,
real.
focused on what's important.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
You know,
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
you know. Sometimes things got to take a back seat. Sometimes get the front seat, and it switches up every now and again. But you know, we living.
Mm-hmm.
Just walking the path that God wrote for us. You know,
For sure, for sure. Getting that for sure.
that's all we can do. God,
Yeah, yeah.
God know the path. We just walking it.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. We just walking it, bro. That's all we can do. That's
Yeah.
all we can do. You don't never know what way this shit gonna turn, man.
Nope.
You feel me?
It ain't easy walking the path either.
It ain't easy being
That's-
cheesy.
especially when you don't know.
Uh,
Especially when you don't know the where it's going.
Facts. You just backseat riding sometime, man. Most of the time.
Just take,
Shit.
don't take the wheel. You
Mm-hmm. Dead ass serious. Dead ass serious. What's good, everybody? What's good? Come through. Tap that. Hit that like button if you don't
Hey,
mind.
I see 3 people watching. Y'all better start talking.
They better he said they better start talking, man. Uh oh Fantacular in the building. Ladybug Hippie. What's good? What's good, sis? What's good, Fantacular? Jay. Y'all go tap
Oh
in the
Lord, I know it's
for
past
real.
they. I know it's past their bedtime, but welcome in.
For real. Why ain't got him down as a moderator no more?
I don't know.
Uh, I don't know what the hell that's about. Huh. Yeah, man. Yeah. What up, What's good with it, man?
What's up, What's up, Unc?
Yeah, we just deciding to do something real quick, real smooth. You feel me?
Yes,
Real quick, real smooth, man.
we heard
What
y'all were looking. We heard y'all been looking for us, so you know we wanted to give y'all a
you
little pop in.
little pop in, yeah.
We ain't
Yes,
even off
sir.
work yet, but we here. We here.
We here for you. Hey, he say pleasure to hear you, Bam. You can see it though, can't you?
Yeah. Nah, I see it. Hey, always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure,
yeah,
Unc.
yeah, for sure, for
Always,
sure.
always a pleasure, Unc. Man,
For
good.
sure, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm a grown man. I said I miss you too, man.
Yeah, I miss you too, dog. For real, man.
All
Hey,
right, go.
what should we talk about, man? What should we talk about, dog? What we
Man.
gonna talk about?
Okay, so I had an interesting conversation earlier
Mm-hmm.
where I won't, I ain't no snitch, so I ain't gonna put their name out there.
Yeah,
You
you ain't
know,
gonna put it. Yeah, yeah.
so boom, I had somebody call me, panicking about a lot of things that possibly might go on in this country. Apparently there's a lot of things they try to change around here.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the biggest concerns they had was basically they feel like this administration is trying to take away women's rights. To where they essentially will have no power no more, no power to vote unless they vote for what their husband voted for. They worried about this martial law thing. I guess supposedly, like I said, I'm saying supposedly because y'all. I mean, I'm keeping it real because I haven't really been tapped into all of this stuff. But this is just what they were expressing to me because clearly they've been watching something or the algorithm been showing them this. But they was real worried about uh well, I'll say this about the person. The person is part of the LGBT community, and apparently they try to take away gay marriage, and apparently they're talking about taking away interracial marriage. From what they told me. Now I don't know if these are facts. That's why I'm saying apparently and supposedly because I haven't even looked into it. This was a conversation I had earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Could be false news. They think it's
Mm-hmm.
real. I agree,
They
OG.
ain't,
I agree.
yeah,
Oh, I agree. Oh,
they ain't listen. They only heard half and
you know,
half that. Yeah,
but somebody put this in their ear. I don't know who or what outlet,
they got it from somewhere.
but they got it from somewhere. And apparently, they say they've been following this stuff real closely. And this is somebody that I do deem to be informed.
And
But I
when they say following closely, what does that consist of?
well, see, that's what I mean. I know that they listen to somebody, but I don't know where they're getting their info from. But I do notice that somebody who tends to obsess over things that when they the certain when they hear certain news outlet, certain news or certain rumors, and I like to think this person looked into it, but at the same time, I do know that this person does have a somewhat of a biased stance. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you
So
think they really? So you think they really looked into it, or they just caught some fucking news shorts? You feel me? TikToks.
okay,
You feel what I'm saying?
I think they're getting their info from someone they trust, but that person is biased. Is what I'm gonna say. Personally, that's my opinion. I don't know that. I did not ask them where they got their information from. I should have. That's on me. But I personally, my assessment is that they're listening to somebody, a
Mm-hmm.
close friend, a relative, somebody like, or maybe even someone in the community who just hates Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. Well, that's a lot. You better get in line. That's a lot of
Because I
motherfuckers.
feel like I haven't heard none of half of the shit they told me.
Nah.
I haven't heard none of this stuff. And
Yeah.
I feel like this is big news if it's real.
Yeah. I would think so. You know what I mean? I
Especially
would
when you're
think
talking
so.
about
Talking
taking
about taking
away.
away women. Hold on. And when they say taking away their rights, what rights they taking away?
Okay, so from the details that I was given, let me preference. Apparently, they want like say like for an example, my sisters. Sorry to put y'all business out there. Um, I have siblings that aren't married who are women, and apparently, if they're not married, I would be responsible for their assets and their money. Like they wouldn't have control over it. It would go to me because I'm the man with their last name closest related to them if they're not married. But if they're married, their husband would be in control of said assets or whatever they may have had. Like basically, they won't have control over anything. They have no power. It'll
That
just be
sound
their
like
husband.
I'm gonna be real. That don't even sound right, bro.
And me neither.
That don't be real. That be
Married to
going.
another
They
woman.
going back. Them motherfuckers going back to
Married to another
biblical
woman.
days, man.
Sorry. I want to answer a question. Yes, they are married to another, or they are married to another woman.
He said, "Well, if it is interesting, I will look as well." Y'all know me. I like facts. Love to clear. Yeah, we know. We know. We know. We know. For real.
So basically, I want to kind of talk about that. Like maybe everybody in the chat might know a little something. So it's about lesbian marriage. Well, apparently it's about gay marriage and women's rights. And there was more to it, but I just want to start off with those two. There was more to the conversation. That was that was an old fight. Yes, it was. That's a very old fight. We talking about ancient times. Ancient times.
Yeah. 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 You talking about you can't the woman can't basically what I heard you say she can't get them inheritance if she if she a woman something else to her she can't
Well,
get she can't get
no,
no
she won't.
inheritance.
She won't even have. Um, yeah, that too. And apparently, whatever funds she has will not be controlled by her, even if she's working.
No. Yeah, man.
That sounds a little, dare I say, diabolically false to me because I just don't see it happening, even if it was a conversation.
He said, my sister was lesbian and was married, and they were told they had no rights. I'm gonna see. He say, and they actually he say, and they and they took or
It's
took.
really about death and living benefits.
Mm,
So there is something, maybe not exactly as it was told to me, but there is something to this.
could be, but
Oh,
I don't know.
and the interracial thing too. I found that kind of weird. Like apparently they want to stop interracial marriages too.
Oh,
Supposedly,
okay.
apparently that's something they're working towards as well.
Nah, I wouldn't. Like, I'm gonna be real. I wouldn't. That wouldn't surprise me. You feel me? That boy was. Hey, that wouldn't surprise me, man. About him.
But
About
they're
I
go-
don't know. I don't know how true that is. You feel what I'm saying?
and we can't allow that though, man. There goes my dream of marrying a white woman. I'm just kidding. I'm
Yeah,
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
nigga. Hey, they go spoiled milk, man. He say it comes back to religious virtues. That was a fight. Yeah.
And that's what she
Mm-hmm.
was, and that's what this
Mm-hmm.
individual was saying as well. They feel like they're trying to push this Christianity views onto the American people.
But see, I just heard something not too long ago that's saying that he trying to ban the shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, at what man? God damn, we got to. He can't be. So he's trying to do both now, huh? You feel me? He's trying to push the shit on people, and then he's trying to ban it. I know. I just heard that not too long ago.
No,
Today,
I heard that too.
yeah, that he trying to ban this shit. You feel me? Like, god damn, man, you can't have both.
And
You can't have
apparently,
both.
and apparently they're gonna take away all of our weapons with something. I guess they're trying to do martial law or something again. There's a lot that was unpacked that I got to unpack from this conversation. It was pretty. It was like a 2 hour conversation,
Mm, mm, mm. Interesting.
but I didn't really look. I haven't had time to look into it. Obviously, like I said, I'm still getting settled in after work. But uh,
Hey, read the check the screen out. I don't know if you what you doing.
oh, drop my okay.
What up, Auntie? Auntie,
She's.
there to search.
I've tried to search, tried to type it in, and can't find it. Okay, I got you. 2 seconds.
It's on the Bust It Down Bam. Bust It Down Bam. Yeah, I think it's RIP Bam. Or is it RIP Bam Bam still, or is it Know Your
Nah, it's banana boat bam bam.
Banana Boat? Hey, don't you say shit about the Banana Boat.
Nah. It should be under RIP. Yeah, RIP bam bam.
RIP underscore.
Or you can RIP underscore bam bam. Or you should be able to find it under Know Your Why.
Mm-hmm. Know Your Why. That's what it was.
Yeah, you should be able to find it under either of those. And my picture is on it. The same picture you see on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah. He said Catholic Church made plenty noise. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they make a lot of
So,
noise.
let me ask you, bro.
Mm.
What do you? Let's say this is something supposedly that they're trying to do in terms of you know stopping gay marriages and stopping women's rights and stuff. Like, what do you see that as not possible? Because me and we're big on anything's possible.
Yeah,
But
and I feel like
what is
anything's
the
possible.
likelihood that that's actually something that
Stopping gay marriage.
I get no, I even and I'm not against gay marriage, but I don't I can see that one being more likely than any of them.
Yeah, no, I ain't gonna hold you. I think that one
That's the more
and
realistic.
see the thing is he gonna you talking about is that going if it's gonna be left up to the states and all that shit, it's not gonna get stopped. But if he just put some type of blanket thing, so yeah, this is that, that's it. We gonna stop this shit. We gonna stop this shit now. You
Right.
feel me? You know what I mean? But yeah. But I say I don't know. I see that being more possible than anything, of happening and than anything. You say I don't say not possible. Yeah. I'm like say it's so much that comes down to it.
I would say not
It's
possible.
yeah.
I don't think half of that shit is possible. More
Mm-mm.
actually fuck that.
And
90.
I think it's possible, but within the time frame we talking about, like you feel what I'm saying? Like how much how long would that take? You feel what I'm saying? Like shit, the man only got fucking what 3 years left, then 3.5 years left. Shit.
Right. I can believe that they're not with because I can believe the gay marriage is something they're trying to halt, but I definitely don't see interracial marriage being something they're gonna push hard for because it's kind of too late. Like there's so many interracial families and couples now. Y'all waited too long if this was real. First of all,
Hmm.
to me, I feel like that's a waste of time and a waste of resources for them anyway. Now, the same sex marriage, they've been talking about that for years, for
Hmm.
centuries, forever.
Hmm.
And they obviously we know for sure they don't want that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's too much money. Like it's too much money going into all that shit. In my
Like
opinion.
like Unc said, they don't want to fund the gay same sex marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. Um. Auntie say it's just a piece to the puzzle. Well, I knew of it from the '70s, and it's
Um,
been 30 plus years now, and still ongoing. Yeah.
Auntie, when you say it's just a piece of the puzzle, can you elaborate, please? I think I get where you're going, but can you want to elaborate just a little bit, please? Oh
She
wait,
said, hold on. She said, she
dictatorship
said
is on our
women. He said
doorstep.
women rights are at jeopardy.
Okay, I see. I see. She said dictatorship is at our doorstep. See, the individual talked to me earlier said the same thing that they think that this might be our last president and it's going to become a dictatorship. But the problem is Trump is gonna die. Like, not saying I hope so because I don't wish death on nobody. The likelihood of him dying in 2 years is high because the nigga old as fuck. So who's gonna take over and keep this all this shit going for him? Are we gonna be able to elect them or does he appoint somebody? Like since it's a dick.
Yeah. You saying if you saying is it gonna be passed down? Like he got somebody lined up, huh?
Yeah, he got the torch ready to pass it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Pass
yeah,
the
yeah.
baton, nigga. Pass the baton.
Yeah, it's almost it's like they saying basically like
Charlie Kirk is gone, so I would have
hmm
thought that was who he was gonna give it to.
you stupid man. You
R.I.P. to
gotta
Charlie
think.
Kirk, by the way.
Yeah, I don't.
I ain't necessarily agree. I ain't agree with him, but at the same time, still a life.
I ain't agree with everything he said, but I don't agree with everything nobody say like that. You feel
Facts.
me? Like, so I mean, I'm not gonna see it. That being said, I didn't disagree with everything he said either. Shit, I mean, you know that
Yeah,
shit.
that
You
goes
know,
for anybody, right?
yeah, shit, for real, for real. I'm gonna be real with you. One of them things that I ain't know who the fuck the dude was. Going switching topic real quick about this Kirk cat. I ain't know who the fuck he was, dog.
Me
You
neither
feel me?
until he died. Until he
Until he
died.
fucking died. It was almost like Nipsey Hussle. You know who the fuck is this? They're like
Who
he
the
dead, man.
fuck? Hey, whoa, whoa,
It
hey,
was
whoa.
almost like Nipsey Hussle. I ain't
Hey,
get on
hey,
him
hey.
until he died, man.
Hey, 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 whoa,
You
whoa,
feel
whoa,
me?
whoa, whoa, whoa. We ain't gonna compare Nipsey Hussle to Charlie Kirk now.
Hey, hey.
Hey,
Nah.
hey, 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 hey.
What I'm saying, I ain't know who he was till he died.
No,
And
I ain't gonna
then
hold you. I didn't know much about Nipsey until he
mm-mm.
died too. But I
Yeah.
did. But the more I learned about him, I fuck with him.
Yeah. And somebody else, another rapper, like cat that I love now, what's his name? Matt Miller. I love Matt Miller music, dog.
Oh yeah,
But
R.I.P.
I didn't get on it. I didn't get on the Matt Miller till he died. Nah, shit. It's hard. I love that. I love that white boy music, man. Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know who Charlie Kirk was until he died. Some people started sending me shit. Um,
I
and
know.
then
Yeah.
somebody sent me the damn that video of him getting his ass, deleted. And you know what I'm saying? And then I
I'm
was
I'm
like,
I'm
I
blessed to
thought he
say
was
I
a
did not see that
politician.
video.
Shit, I saw it.
I don't want to see it. So I
Hold
don't
on.
think
Auntie
we are.
said, no, it was pretty fucking graphic. But then nice, I don't know. It's a lot being said about that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Project 2025 said to flood the zone and that it is what they are doing. And that is what they are doing, throwing out stuff and got us looking everywhere while they do what they do. Yeah, that's true. I can see that, but that's what all of their asses be doing. That's what everybody want. That's what all their asses be doing. Banks govern the religious factions and the ones who are puppets to the people. Yep. Now that's absolutely ain't that 501c3 shit? Yeah, that government money for the most part. And then the high, even like the Catholic Church, all that shit get tied into the reserves and all that shit. Man, this shit ain't no joke, man. This shit a game. Um, they already have got a replacement for Charlie Kirk. I forgot the little fella's name. I get it though. Yeah, and okay, yeah, and he better think twice too. Talking about replacing a replacement shit.
First of all, I didn't know who Charlie was, so they better
Ain't no
let me.
who Charlie.
This next nigga better be somebody that's at
I'm
least
gonna,
recognizable.
yeah, I'm gonna be real. He better think twice, man. You see what happened to
Right, because you
Charlie?
saw what that. You hear what happened to Uncle Charlie?
Uncle Charlie ain't here no more, boy. And I ain't
Yeah,
laughing at that, but
you ain't
anybody
heard
who
what happened to
step
the
up,
last security guards.
man, that's why the bitch say you the next two. The bitch telling a rapper, if I was a rapper, bitch, well, you the next Tupac. Excuse me? This shit, man. What you trying to say? What you trying to say?
Yeah,
Nah.
Charlie Kirk situation better make people realize that opening your mouth might have consequences that you can't
Yeah.
come back from.
Yeah. But like what I was saying though, when I did look into him after it was after he had done, got whatever happened to him,
Right.
that's when I started actually okay, so he's a debater. You feel what I'm saying? And then that's when I started listening to him. And then, like I said, a lot of the shit that he was saying, I would, because so what happened too? Somebody sent me I think sent us both a short, like a clip. It was a quick clip of him saying some shit, and it sounded crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it sounded racist as fuck. You feel what I'm saying?
Was it when he was mad talking about something chink?
I can't remember. It was definitely a slur. He definitely said, I don't know if he said nigga and shit like that, but he said something that it sounded offensive. I'm gonna say that it sounded offensive. But the problem was, it was a 4-second clip, literally 4 second, and they just had it on repeat,
Was
on
it
repeat.
was it him on stage and he started yelling at somebody?
I can't remember. And I would go through our saying, go through our chat thing. You feel me? It's one of them damn things, I believe.
Well, because the only one I remember where he actually was they tried. I mean, somebody I don't know who to believe, but because I saw a clip of him like saying I live and die with some what was it? I'm trying to remember his exact words, but he said basically something I live and breathe democracy or some shit like that. And he was like he said he called the dude chink, and everybody was saying, oh, he was being racist. But some people were saying that was actually the
Nah, that
dude's.
wasn't it. That
They
wasn't
were
it. Cause
saying
I ain't
that
gonna
that was
lie.
actually the dude's last name.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. That wasn't it. Cause I ain't gonna lie. I would have heard that. Like, well, okay, big fucking.
Okay,
Okay, big. What's the
because I
big deal?
haven't
You call
seen a
somebody a
clip.
shank.
I didn't dive
So
deep enough to find anything of him saying something racist, but I've heard supposedly he has.
he said some let me say this. He said questionable shit. I ain't heard all his shit that he said, but what I'm saying, the clip that the person sent to us or to me or whatever, it was him saying some questionable shit. I ain't gonna lie, I can't remember what it was. It could have been
Mm-hmm.
racist or whatever, but it was a 4 second clip, and they just kept
Mm-hmm.
repeating it, like basically like, hey, for example, you're a fuck boy. You're a fuck boy. You're a fuck boy. You're a fuck. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And so
Mm-hmm.
right then, that got me. For me, I'm the type of nigga like, you can't send this to me and then with a narrative attached to it. You feel what I'm saying? And then
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, what first off, how do we get here? You feel what I'm saying? Like, what was
Mm-hmm.
the conversation about? What's the context of the conversation? You
Mm-hmm.
admit with that when people do shit like that, bro. And that's why even like with different things, when people cherry pick certain things, you feel what I'm saying? And then you go back and look at it, that's really not what it was saying, you know what I'm saying? That's really not what the person was saying or the message that they're trying to get across. You feel what I'm saying? It's taken out of context.
Right.
So that
Right.
type of shit right there, like that got me to, man, let me see what this cat about. And then I stayed up shit. I think I stayed up I ain't gonna say all night, but late, just listening to the man. You feel what I'm saying? To his debates and all that shit. And so I'm like, a lot of it, and then I start seeing more clips of saying with him saying some almost sideways shit. But then as I listen to it, I'm like, okay, I could see this taken out of context, being some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody viewing this as some bullshit, some hating ass, racist, whatever. But it got me, it opened me up. Like, yeah, this I could see this being something totally different. You know what I mean?
Right.
Let me see. They have our. They already have it. Okay, she said, okay, this cat name is
Yeah, she dropped the name.
Brillin Hollyhan is his replacement. Well, I tell you who it better not be. I bet ain't them damn boys that went up in that went up in that HBCU. I bet it ain't. I bet it ain't near one of their ass. For real. Hey, say starting to believe Charlie Kirk death was another hoax. They keep playing right in our faces. That they do.
Always.
That they do. I ain't gonna hold
They
you.
always gonna do that.
They always gonna do that. And that's both sides. Believe it or not.
That ain't never stopped, and it ain't gonna stop. Now I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop.
Come on now. Diddy tried to tell us. You feel me? When Charlie Kirk spoke on DEI, he never mentioned white women who benefits the most. He mostly spoke negative about black people, and look at his crowds. They are very bright with no dark specks. Yeah, I see a couple freckles
Other
here
than
and there.
Candace Owens.
Yeah, Candy, yeah, they seem like they was real cool. You feel what I'm saying? But that's what Ladybug saying. That's I think about the hoax, it being a hoax. That's kind of where that's where Candace seemed like she going with it. You feel me? That seemed like with the direction she going.
Yeah, I saw some of her clips, and she mentioned something similar. Yeah.
So if you had children, please start watching for their sake. For sure. Try to always, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I already got.
I'm more worried about. I'm really with kids.
The mother of my child is already on the case for all of that. So
yeah.
Trust
I'm
me,
more
she watching as carefully as it need to be.
Yep. I'll be more worried about these kids with this trafficking shit than all that other, racial type shit. You know what I mean? This trafficking is, you know what I mean? All that type of shit that they be having going on.
Man.
But yeah, man. But yeah, like Lady will say, starting to believe this Charlotte. I believe a lot of this shit is hoax, man. I'm gonna be real with you. Don't be real. I feel like the whole goddamn Ladybug. I feel like the whole goddamn the whole all that shit, the court system, the government, all that shit is a hoax right in our face. that shit is a damn hoax. Red, blue,
say it.
It's all hoax.
You started to say it. Say it. Did you what?
What's that? Well, but you talking about? I was finna say the judicial system, all that shit.
Oh, I thought you.
You was finna talk about them Jews. Nah, I don't talk about them Jews out loud.
I thought you was finna.
That's on the back end.
I thought you was finna butcher the word because I was gonna say a lot of people can't say that word.
Nah, judicial. Oh, I know how to say it. Yeah,
Some people
I know how to
can't say judicial though.
Yeah, you like you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I was trying to avoid it, but I was trying to make you fuck up, so at least when I fuck up, I ain't alone.
He say those words are great. Children should know what's happening. Yet it's Gen Z is what is trying to rule.
Oh, yeah.
Which one is Gen Z? Which one is Gen Z?
Gen Z is underneath us. They are they're 26 to God, I can't remember, but I know Alpha is little kids. The Alpha, they're still little kids, like barely even in middle school. But I know Gen Z is like high school all the way up to like 26 right now, or something like that. Maybe 25. I could be overdoing it, but they're under us. We're millennial. They're right. They're the generation behind us. They the ones that made this whole world go to shit. Basically, they messing up. They messing it all up. With all they wokeness.
She said, "What do you think about Trump calling all the generals and admirals from all around the world who does that leave the bases unattended? Who does that leave the bases unattended? Unattended?
What was the question? All right.
What do
Let
you
me read.
think
Let me
about?
read.
Go ahead. What do you think about
What do you think
Trump
about
calling
Trump calling all the generals and the admirals
from around
from
the
all around
world?
the world? What does it leave the bases unattended? Who does? Yeah, who does that? Leave the bases unattended. Hmm.
So what he calling them for? What do you think about Trump calling all the generals and the admirals from around the world? Calling them well. You're gonna have to fill me in.
Well, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. She might be talking about how what's going on in Chicago and other states where they're calling in the army to come
I
kind
seen
of
it.
police these people, if you will. And
Is
they
that
see
what you?
and supposedly they're targeting black um areas for this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because this was part of the conversation I had earlier with the individual,
Mm-hmm.
and they were bringing that up too about how they're finna start taking over cities, and you know,
Man.
and apparently you can become an ICE. They got ICE officers becoming part of the armed forces and stuff, and apparently you could become an ICE member with really no background, no training type stuff. It was a whole lot, bro. Like so much was unloaded on me today.
Yeah.
What pissed me off though was I wasn't informed enough to say if it was true or false. All I could do was ask questions, and now I plan on going deeper just to find out, where is this coming from? And I told that
Mm-hmm.
person I'm gonna call them back tomorrow so we can go further because now I want to see if what I research adds up. But apparently they say they're blocking a lot of information from us so that we don't know the truth, which wouldn't surprise me because the government does do that on both ends.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna say this. You know this about me. I don't trust the Republican Party, the Democrat Party. I think the government's the government. I don't trust any of you, either side.
Mm-mm.
I don't think either side has the people's
Best intentions.
best interest at heart. I just
Mm-hmm.
don't. I have no reason to think you do because both sides are two wings of the same bird and have done slimy things to the American people. Period.
She said, I believe some of the hold on. First off, Aunt say Bam Bam was giving news that I spoke of weeks ago. And then Daddy Search say, I believe some of the ICE members are J6ers, January 6ers. They wear masks and boots. Auntie said, I said they got anybody up in that bit. Nah, they Auntie said they ain't vetting
Okay,
nobody in that bit.
so it is true. I mean, so he does agree that ICE and many companies are hiring people with no education and no experience.
The police been doing it for years,
But
seem
I'm gonna
like,
say that
man.
yeah, the cops that's something the cops been doing forever because you can tell they ain't got no training. Look,
Hmm.
no proper training.
But I knew a couple cats who I went to school with, and they end up being cops. And
Mhm.
look, I'm gonna tell you now, these brothers was in special, they was in special, special classes, and so granted, some people was in there. Look, granted,
In other words, when he say special, y'all know what he means.
we had it was called SLD when I went to school. It was for
Yeah,
slow learning. It wasn't special learning. They
it
called it
wasn't
slow
special
learning
when we was
disability.
kids.
Nah, it was slow learning disability or whatever. You feel me?
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of them cats was in those classes, and some of them, what I'm saying, deserved to be in there. Some of them didn't, But the cats I know, they was definitely in them special classes. You feel me? And like I said, they, what I'm saying, they was smart and shit.
About some of them, nigga, I was in special. I was in slow
Yeah.
learning disability when I was like in the fourth grade because I couldn't fucking read. but I can do everything else. I just had trouble learning how to read at first. But fast forward to today, I have no problem with reading. But so I don't know what the fuck that even was about. But supposedly I had a learning disability too. No,
Yeah,
I think my teacher didn't give a damn. But okay, either
yeah.
way.
I know they had me in them classes for a little bit too, bro.
Yeah, for like
And
1 year,
then and then
for like one
the
year,
first
I was in there.
shit, I was in that bit for like maybe shit second. I would say what third. I would say about third grade to
You know what they told me?
seven,
You know what they told
third
me?
grade to seven, and then I end up in advanced classes in high school to graduate.
Ain't that some shit?
And they ain't that some shit.
You know what's funny though?
Hmm.
Here's what they told me. They told me that without diagnosis,
OG, what's good, man?
run in the building,
Mm-hmm.
I can read now. Well, you're right. See, I was gonna say I was waiting for somebody to be like, wait, he said he can read now. Yes. I was in read, I was in read 180 in sixth grade, and after that, I was fine. But truth be told, I don't even think is that I couldn't read well. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't paying attention. I was disinterested. I wasn't a
I
book.
had
I wasn't a book guy. You know what I'm saying? Like I like
it
reading
wasn't
now, but
for
I
yeah.
didn't care to read back then. I really didn't.
For me, it was the fact I was calling out words. I wasn't comprehending what I was reading at the time.
See, my problem was I could read it, but I wasn't like you said. It wouldn't stick. If I read it
Mm-hmm.
out loud, I couldn't tell you what I read.
Mm-hmm. You just calling out words.
Yep, basically.
Hey, he got a question for you. Fantastic.
Let me see. Oh, Bam Bam. If you had a business, would you like? Mm,
That your own people are taking from you, and the system that governs them doesn't punish them.
Ooh,
I had a
no, I
business.
would not. Not at all. I wouldn't like that at all. Because what? Because if I'm working my butt off of this, and you gonna let somebody come in and take all my hard work without punishing them to the fullest extent, yeah, I got an issue, a big issue actually.
Hmm.
Would I like it? No, because now I want some action taken. Somebody's ass need to at least whoop some ass on your way home.
Give
At
me
least I
some
feel,
with some ass for real.
at least it make me feel,
Hey,
at least it make me feel better.
oh man.
Stop, pull over, and just beat somebody up for me at least.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Wifey stepped in. His wifey done slid up in the building. What up, Sackcloth Queen? What's good, baby?
But to answer your question, no, I would be very unhappy and I'd be very annoyed and pissed off and all that.
Mm-hmm. I know where he going with that. I know where he going. He say, "What you?" OG say, "What you making?"
Man, I ain't doing nothing. Um, I'll even show it because it ain't nothing. It's something light. It's a poor man's meal right now because I'm just not in the mood to cook nothing crazy. I
Mm-hmm.
had this meat thawing out, but it's late and I got to be right back to work early. So I just made me a little something. Can I flip this camera?
Just turn the phone around, bro. There you go.
Just making noodles.
Oh, something. Man, he had to show a bit what he made. Fucking noodles.
Just
Let me
making,
try it. Something
but
slight. Something slight. Let me just flip the camera around for you real quick. Something slight.
but I am gonna be throwing. Now I do got. Now, granted, I do got some of this.
What the hell is that?
It's steak. It's
Oh,
thinly sliced steak that I'm gonna be.
what they call them?
You know what?
Damn, what's the name of them damn things? I got some at the house.
They for Philly cheesesteaks, really, but
I know it's just, yeah. They got a name.
yeah, they
Hold on.
do. But I ain't got the box. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just know what they look like.
He making steakums,
Yeah, something
steakums.
like that. Something like that.
He say he making ramen noodles with Old Bay. Yeah, man, Old Bay garlic. Yeah,
Hold on. See, first of all, what we not gonna do?
yeah, and the chicken pack,
Let's not.
and the chicken pack.
Nah, we ain't using the chicken pack, but
Shit, that chicken pack would be right up in them
and I
bitches.
want you to mind you.
He say, "Yup, that garbage steak on." Look, I'm ready to pop his shit. Yep, then we call those Negro noodles.
And let me tell you something.
Negro noodles.
I ain't at the packet, just these three. This is this is the only thing that really got salt in it. The rest of these are no salt or light or very, very light salt. I don't do salt. Granted, I do have a pack of salt if I do want a little bit, but I'm not a salt fan anymore. I've been stopped really using salt. But
Yeah.
this has hella salt. That's why I only use a little bit. But I'm also putting some protein in here. But I gotta throw that in the air fryer really quick.
I finna
I'm
say,
not
but you
using
finna
this
cook
shit.
that? Say you finna boil that shit? You finna boil the steakums, nigga?
Nah,
That ain't finna,
nah.
that ain't finna boil some steakums.
Not the
They
boil,
say, okay, all right. Now we ain't finna show this shit. Now
not
you keep,
boiling steakums, man.
yeah.
That's ghetto.
You drop that shit right in the air fryer.
That's ghetto.
Mm-hmm.
That's ghetto. Nah, but I wish I had recorded when I was on the grill the last like four days in a row.
Mm-hmm.
But I should have recorded it, but I didn't. So
Yeah, it's the Poor Man Cooking channel for real.
hey, listen.
Hey, up next we got the Beans and Weenies challenge, man.
Hey, when you're not in the mood, you got to know how to make something quick, easy, and in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. And
But also,
slide and still they got to get the job done.
that right. That's that steam coming off that shit.
Yeah, man. You got your chopsticks? No, I don't. I just got a fork.
No, I don't.
No.
I do know how to use them very well though, but I don't have it on me. I am very good with chopsticks though, for the record. But I don't have any.
Yeah.
I don't have any handy, unfortunately.
Auntie say, when I get my husband, that's all. When I met my husband, that's all he had was those noodles and lunch meat, and he worked for Chrysler, so it wasn't about the money. He just liked it.
No, I love this, and that's a fact. I love this here. It's just something when I just don't feel like cooking nothing crazy because I make full meals with protein, vegetables, all that. I cook every day. I'm just not in the mood, and I cook for myself. So yeah, if I had somebody cooking for me like Mr. Satkoff here, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have to do this. But as a single man, that's what I got to do. Nah.
They look good though. They definitely look seasoned. I tell you that, man.
Oh, is that? Oh, you already know. Ain't nothing bland over here. You didn't have my cooking. Ain't nothing bland over
Mm-hmm.
here. Even if it's something as simple as noodles, it's gonna taste gourmet. Mama, God rest my mama's soul. She taught me well.
Cook the chicken and the meat in the air fryer. Yeah. Shit, man, them air on, but I don't know who thought of them damn air fryers, but they was genius. You feel me?
Absolutely.
They was genius, but I know they getting paid too.
This ain't finished, but
And you ain't got no green shit, no garnish.
there is garnish.
Hmm?
There's garnish.
Oh, okay. I see it.
There's garnish.
I see the flakes.
No, I'm not eating with this for everybody from the clown. No, I'm not gonna eat with that.
Man, well, you ain't got time for them chopsticks.
I love no. You gotta eat noodles with chopsticks, though. You really do.
Nah, you don't.
Now, as I said, I don't know what to call this here. To be honest, I
Dinner,
don't. I don't
dinner.
know what this is. It's steak, but it's supposed to be for Philly cheesesteaks, but it's
Yeah,
good.
it's steakums. It's steakums.
But if you season them right, it don't really matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And it only takes 2 seconds to cook it. That's the best part about it. I got a haircut on the way too. I don't know how I got myself into that, but I got a little kid coming over, and I don't cut kids, but
Mm-hmm.
his mama bringing him because the picture day tomorrow. I gotta get
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
I'm trying to
He
eat.
says ass cheek meat.
You know what? It might be.
For real.
And it won't be the
For
first
real.
time. And it won't be the first time I've eaten it. So you know what? It's okay.
Yeah, buddy.
That is okay. I ain't ashamed of it. Booty meat. Let's go.
Booty meat. Shaking like booty meat. And
Trust
they
me, we
say
from the we from
caramelized onions, fried hot dogs, and noodles together is great.
no facts. That's a fact. I actually had that.
I could do the caramelized onions, you
Listen,
know. Man, I don't know. I don't know fried hot dog and noodles.
let me tell you
Man,
something.
what's that?
But get you some bacon, cook you some good bacon, and crumble it up, and add this to it, and add a little brown sugar. Put it on a burger, or put it on a chicken sandwich. You can find it at Fresh Market. This right here, or you can make it yourself. All you need is jam, brown sugar, bacon, and some maple syrup. Bruh, when I tell you, you ever had bacon jam? Bruh,
No,
if you've never heard of bacon jam, look it up.
I'm gonna look it up too.
Worth,
I'm gonna
worth,
look it
worth,
up.
worth it.
Bacon jam.
Make it yourself is better, but you can
Mm,
buy it. You can buy it already pre-made. But I would still add more bacon to it.
mm. She thought something. He not eating that. She
Say
she
what?
talking about me. She said he not eating that. Hey, you, mom, hey,
See,
my
he
wife
don't
know
have to.
me.
He don't have
Mm-mm.
to.
Nope. No shit. And shit. Even nigga, shit. It's some shit, bro. I just ain't damn eating. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, hey, not eating that. She
He
said,
not
"Hey."
eating that.
Oh, she meant he.
Mm-hmm. Talking
Wait,
about me.
what the bacon jam,
Yeah, I ain't. Yeah, that shit don't even.
bruh,
I ain't
bruh.
never. Bro, I look. I say I ain't never. First,
Say
I ain't never
that.
heard of it. I've never heard of it. To be honest with
You,
you. So
you say that, but I promise you, all you gotta do is do this. Put that shit on my burger. I promise you.
and so, what is it like? It's sweet.
It's sweet and savory. It's got a
Mm.
little bit of both. But I'm telling you, I promise you, I think you would like it.
You say I'd rather be able to give someone something than to ask for something. Facts.
Same.
Facts. I ain't gonna lie. Facts.
He is not going to eat it. He may taste it, but he's not gonna eat it. She said she is average. Like she's like, no, he'll taste it. He might even think it's alright,
Mm-hmm.
but he not
Man,
going.
nigga, she tried to get me. What was that? Hey, Queen, what was that shit? Them chips. She tried. It was some. It was some vegetable chips, bro. Like I'm talking about. Yeah, it had all. I don't know what it was. I tried that shit. I'm like, nah, man, I ain't. Nah, man, I ain't, you know what I mean? Hold on.
Oh, we about to experience another mukbang. Yeah, I know you don't like me eating on live, but you know what? I just finished a 14-hour shift, and all I had was snacks, healthy snacks, and I'm still
Mm-hmm.
only eating this. At the end of the day, give me a break, bro. Show me. Hey,
Veggie chips.
listen. No, no chips. You want to see my
Mm-mm.
snack? Listen. When I tell you I've been on this, when I tell you, bro, I've been on this health kick.
Yeah, man.
Telling y'all, I'm trying to lose 10 pounds.
So you're trying to lose 10 pounds, huh?
Well, 10 pounds or achieve a certain look,
Okay.
whichever comes first. Whichever comes first.
Yeah, man.
But We got about 10 more minutes, maybe. But I say this, you, Queen sis, she said veggie chips. I
Nah,
think.
that's what I was. She had me try the other night. I
Oh,
told her
but
I
them
had
ain't
tried them
good.
shit,
Them ain't
huh?
good though.
But I don't know. It was right. It was like, I think, you have some that's kind of like, that's real airy, I guess. That's not really veg shit. So, probably the processed shit. But them bitches were real vegetables. And I had a sweet potato too. Yeah, I had a sweet potato. Yeah, yeah. Froze up. Is this him or is this me? But yeah, man. She say, ew, rice cakes. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the rice cakes like that either. Yeah. Hey, moon bop, moon bop. Mm-hmm. But yeah, gotta walk to this damn gate. So how everybody doing out there, man? Since Bam Bam done froze up, must have got a call. All right, Auntie, be safe. Be safe, be safe. For sure. So how everybody doing out there, man? Am I still going? Am I still going? It's just me. Let me know if I'm still going. Yeah, I see comments still coming in, so shit. But yeah, hold on. God damn. Goodness. All right. Yeah. Yeah, man. You know how it be, every day's a grind. Every day's a grind. But, could be worse. Could be better, could be worse. But yeah, what I was gonna say. But yeah. Nah, going back to that whole Charlie Kirk thing, man. I really ain't know who the hell that dude was. That kind of stuck at that. I'm still kind of thinking about that. Like you say, they got somebody else lined up or whatever, or finna be a new Charlie Kirk. Well, his ass better do his research on the old Charlie Kirk and realize and figure out if that's something that he really want to damn do. You feel me? I ain't saying he should. I ain't saying he shouldn't, but really, hey, take your time and figure out that's what he wanted. That's the route he want to go with his life. You know what I mean? He said, I'm thankful to be alive and find a way to get ahead. Hell yeah. Shit. Shit. Another day alive is another day, another chance to get shit right. Right your wrongs. You know what I'm saying? Make shit better. For real, for real. I don't know. Yeah. There you go. When you say you have to
My
make
bad.
time
My
for
phone
your
died.
right. So the church maybe so the church may groom him to be a puppet. You say that person is only 18. Who we talking about? The one cat that
The one that she said replacing Charlie.
Yeah, well, what a great start because they say the good die young.
The best part, the best way to groom them is young.
That's shit. That's typically most time the only way to catch 'em when they young.
Not
Because
yeah,
you typically don't fall for the same shit.
typically is.
Typically don't fall for the same shit as you get older.
You ain't supposed to, but
Hmm.
I know
Yep.
60-year-olds still falling for the same shit.
Still for the old banana in the tailpipe, man.
Yeah.
For real. Uh-huh.
Still falling for the Bugs Bunny. I dare you to step over this line. And then they step over it.
For real.
You don't see the trap? Okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he say so he only 18. Damn. Man, look.
That's a child.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's definitely a child, man. I don't know. But like I said, I don't know if yeah, I guess we all gotta figure out what's worth dying for, what I'm saying? It's different things, what's worth living for, what's worth dying for. But, you know, some shit I just know, hey man, let that shit go. And then what do you and then it's like you have to really understand what it is you trying to what's your purpose? You feel what I'm saying? If your purpose just to fucking be out here debating, okay, cool. But what's your purpose though? What's pushing
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's the real question.
Yep. Like you got good intentions, you know what I mean? Shit. Like I say, like talking about them down, you know what I'm saying? He says his purpose is to bait and drag in on Gen Z. Yeah. And shit, it very well might be. Yeah.
I think they trying to poison Alpha already. Of
These people gonna try to poison anybody they can, man.
course. It's
They
all
gotta
about
get some,
it's all about guns and butter, baby.
you say the same way we elders need to rely on you guys generation. Like I say,
Well, thank you for believing in us, but
yeah, yeah, it's one of those things like, man, it's all about what you relying on me for. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But
Well,
hell yeah.
I might let you down in some areas, but maybe not so much in others.
Hmm.
I mean, some things just are not important to me, and some things are everything. So just really depends.
Yeah. He says you guys that need to be careful with that generation.
Right, because we're gonna be y'all looking at us to them.
Hmm.
They're
25 to
they're
45
who
need
we're
to
they're
watch
who
their
we're passing the
places.
torch. Y'all pass the torch to us, and that's who we got to pass the torch to. So it's not looking too good.
Man, it's one of those things where every generation, you know what I mean, every couple generations have we all have our seasons, man. We all have different each generation had different issues than the others. You feel me? Like it's gonna be some shit that we can't prepare. I feel like personally, it's gonna be a lot of shit that we can't prepare our kids for just because it was shit that our parents, you know what I'm saying, couldn't prepare us for. They couldn't envision where we at right now. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like so it's just certain things, man.
that's true. That now what you just
Like
said,
you yeah.
that's some real stuff you just said.
You could try to prepare them as best as possible for the life that you living in. You feel me? That you see coming. You know what I mean? For the most part. But one
The
thing about
world,
this shit, the world that you living in, say it like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you said some real shit just now. The world we grew up in, just like okay, our parents, the world they grew up in, the world we grew up in, because me and you, we're that generation that bridges the gap between our parents and these younger kids, because we grew up without the technology. and then we also was introduced to it late in our youth, to
Mm-hmm.
where we got to see the life. We're the last generation that understands what the Jay Garcias and the the
David
Ron
Searches.
and our parents know what we that life without technology being glued to your hands and actually having to have social skills
Mm-hmm.
versus, and we transitioned into this new era in the middle of it, so we understand both.
Yeah.
Well, a little more in terms of more
Yeah.
hands on,
Yeah.
in terms of like like starting young, because like you said, it's easier to groom when they're young. So I feel like we already had our values from the era before technology and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you notice, like you ever try to talk to some of these young kids, their attention span is
It's
this
very short.
fucking short. They can't even focus long enough to even comprehend a real lecture or conversation.
Yeah. That's why shorts and TikTok is so big now.
No, right. Everything has to be short because people,
Mm-hmm.
these younger kids, if that's your target, you better keep it at a clip because they not gonna watch a 10-minute video.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Correct.
just not.
You really got, yeah. Like movies, and that's why like even like movies and shit. Some TV shows like they just ain't got that. They ain't there. They ain't got that attention span like that, man. It ain't there. Hence, and like you
Mhm.
say, as doing, as all of us could see, that's on here now. Definitely, what I'm saying, with this, who's doing the content creating and all that shit, you see it because that's what picks up is the shorts. You feel me?
Yeah.
Instagrams and Facebook clips and you know what I'm saying, all that type of shit.
Why do you think
When
TikTok took off the way it did?
yep, yep.
They just now added 10-minute videos, but nobody's really using it.
Mm-hmm. You say facts down. 30 seconds is all the young generation is what it saw. Yeah, just like the books. Books became Cliff Notes. Yep, Cliff Notes
Yeah.
became internet. Yep, fact.
Yeah.
It's a it's a never going thing. You feel me? It's an ongoing thing. Internet became AI. Yep, and we just getting started with that.
Right.
We
Like
just getting started with that.
our version of cheating on a test, just like them before us, was reading the book and finding that we still had to find the answer and then copy it, write it down, whatever, and remember it. These kids got Chat EBT
Yep,
and their phone will write a whole essay for them.
bruh. That's why I say that's what makes them dangerous too,
I
because
use Chat EBT now. I ain't gonna lie.
bruh,
Like,
bruh, they that's what I'm telling you. This shit here, it makes them dangerous in so many ways. They not believe they look. They don't have to believe the shit that we once believed, bruh. You feel me? On so
oh,
many damn levels. They don't have to like go along with a lot of stuff that we went right just because. You feel what I'm saying? They have, bro, the information, and don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not saying all the information that is shooting not you should believe, but shit,
no.
we believe less with less information before. Some of the shit our parents told us about shit, bro. Like, and I ain't talking about life. I'm just talking about shit in general. You feel what I'm saying? Like that that they tried to make life lessons, like what I mean, history and all this and that. We ain't, bro. We ain't believe even the teachers. We ain't question none of that shit. We just believe the shit just because.
Because you know why though? Because they genuinely had our best interests and they didn't realize that some of the things they were teaching at the time
We're gonna be obsolete.
what came out later to be outdated.
Yep.
Outdated teaching because it won't help us in the world we're gonna be living in.
Hmm.
And it's not their fault. They didn't know that.
No, they didn't know.
A lot
They
of
were
them will.
ignorant. They were ignorant, not ignorant. They were ignorant to
Right.
information.
They meant well, good
Hmm.
intentions. I think good intents. It's just who could have foreseen the future. You can't foresee the future.
Hmm.
So you're trying to prepare your kids for a world you grew up in,
But that's not the world they
but
they're,
that's not the
they're gonna
world they're
be
gonna grow
in.
up in,
No,
right?
no. Correct.
And it's getting harder. I get it, because
Hmm.
Man.
And it is like because we're at a point now where information is evolving rapidly, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like fast.
And you have to do more research to make sure your information is
Yep,
factual versus
yep. Because it's
fake
so much.
news.
Yeah,
There's
because
so
it's a it's a gumbo pot of good information and bad information and outdated, like you say, outdated information.
right,
Like it's a gumbo pot, bro.
right. Because yeah, and it's you just do the best you can at the end of the day, and
You say, yet could it be just to give them enough not to challenge the ones who do have the knowledge? The elite will not like. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I agree, agreed.
I don't think they like for example this internet shit. I don't only call it shit because we all use it. You know, it's a good tool, but but they don't. I
If
don't
used
think the
properly, yeah,
internet, bro. Let's be real. The internet is killing a lot of shit, bro.
yeah,
The internet, bro. The internet is putting a lot of shit to bed. Like, let's be fucking real. Like, you know, it's putting a lot of old. That's what's it's showing the outdated information. That's what's showing the wrong information. I don't think they intended when
no,
they like. I don't think this is what they intended with the internet, man.
no,
And I agree. I agree. You say the elite will not like they don't. You feel me? But unfortunately, the world they've created now, you feel me? We could look. We could say this is God doing or whatever, or I don't know how we want to spin this, roll this, but this is the world we in right now.
right. We are
This
where we are.
we in the age of information. You feel me?
Right, we are where we are. That's for sure.
Hmm.
Regardless of how we got here, this is where we at.
This is where we at. God damn it! This is where we damn at.
It just you do have to be like you said. You gotta be careful though. Well, because like right now, even right now, I have an iPhone.
Hmm.
The newest phone. Well, no, the 17 just dropped. But anyway, I got a 16. Even right now, my phone is listening to me. And right after this conversation, when I go on social media or outlets or wherever, it's going to cater to what it heard me say to
Hmm.
try to push that on me further.
Hmm.
Because these phones, it's scary, man. These phones are learning us. Some, I'd even dare to say better than we know ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I can agree with that. I can see where you coming.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, no,
I'm
yeah,
not saying we
and no, it recognized the like say your patterns and shit like that.
it's yeah, it's you're right. It's following your patterns
It's
and
very
your
it's very intuitive. Yeah.
and it's listening to your conversations
Hmm.
and how you react and how you respond to them.
Yep. And how you say facial is also taking pictures of your facial expression. It's all of that. You don't realize like how listening to you, taking pictures, and like it's and that's what I'm
We're
saying. Like
being
what,
watched.
bro? What we? That's why I say when people be like, we gotta, saying fight against this shit. What the fuck? Who we fighting at this point? What are we fighting? That's what I'm saying. I get it. Like we gotta stand up and fight. Fight who? Fight what? At this point,
I don't know. The truth be told, I feel like the only person I'm in competition with is myself every day.
hmm that's the only person you better be worried about being in competition with. Shit.
I feel like every day, right? I wake up, look in that mirror, and challenge the person I'm looking at.
Hmm. Yep. I ain't mad at that. You say yet if you're in your phone 24 hours a day, it is copying you. Yeah. Yeah.
Agreed. Agreed.
And like I said, let's be real. Everybody phone at this point, copying them and all this and that is learning them. Some more than others, depending on how you in on it and how much you own it. Should I say?
Now, granted, I am somebody who can turn my phone off for an entire day and not look at it.
Hmm.
I feel like we're. I feel like OG. I feel like OG Ron. I feel like Uncle Jay. I feel like God, excuse me, trying to remember off the top of my head.
Dare to search.
Yep, Ladybug Hippie. I feel like all of my elders, respectfully, I feel like y'all can do the same thing. Y'all would be okay if your phone was off for a day.
Hmm.
Jay, I know
This,
you're not glued to your phone. Like you can turn it off.
mm-hmm,
I feel like we still have that ability. Whereas I dare you, I dare you to go home and ask your kids, "Hey, give me your phones, give you your tablets." Lost, don't know what to
mm-hmm.
do. They might play the
Nah,
game for a little while. They might watch a YouTube video, but trust me, if you take technology away from these kids, they don't know what to do.
mm-hmm. Ain't no all that going outside shit, man. Crazy. You say, go ahead, bro.
No, excuse me, I was done. Excuse me.
We would not win against a computer. Facts. I agree with that. I agree with that.
Agree.
Regardless of what the goddamn movie should pick. You feel me?
Agreed.
Um, remember, it's just like The Matrix. Say one of the best movies ever made. You feel me?
Oh, the
Hey,
Matrix is
but
real. The
remember
Matrix
that,
is real. The Matrix is real. Just depending on how you look at it.
it depends on how you look at it. It's so many ways you can view them. I don't heard so many ways of viewing that movie. You feel what I'm saying? But one thing that I felt, the moment, the biggest thing that I felt from that movie, what his name was it Cipher? Was the cat
Oh
named
yes,
Cipher?
Cypher, the one who wanted to go back into the Matrix.
Yeah, yeah, that boy, that was one of the realest motherfucking scenes in that movie when he met with the agent. Jay should know it. When he met with the agents to try to go back into the Matrix after knowing, you feel what I'm saying,
It was
with the
fake.
real world, he ain't like he ain't like nobody told him what the real world was gonna be like. You feel what I'm saying? They just, hey, yeah, let me do you this favor. You feel we gonna unplug you from this shit. What round dude got to seeing that shit, man? I mean, I'd rather the damn dream. Shit.
He didn't ask to be
He
unplugged
ain't
either.
no, he didn't ask to be unplugged either. That man wanted to go back, but the problem is you can't unsee them lies. You can't unsee that shit once it start peeking out, man.
Because you gotta remember, he said it to him. He said, "Had you told us the truth, we would have told you to shove that red pill right up your, you know what?"
Mm-hmm. Your ass.
Even Neo.
If he would have, yup, even Neo wanted to go back at one point in time, but he realized it wasn't no damn
Uh,
going back.
wait. Dare to Sir said, "Bam, bam. I can't let go of my phone or my computer. I feel like a crackhead." You know what? We all do. I'm just saying we have we can manage. Like, say if the internet just dropped today, we would be
You just went, is it me or he just went, y'all hear him? Is he muted or is this me?
y'all hear me the whole time.
Hell nah, but hell nah. I mean, I heard last little 30 seconds.
My bad. My phone started ringing. My bad.
Oh,
My
yeah.
phone started ringing. But no, I was saying that yeah, we would we are addicted to it as well. The only difference is we're not so addicted to where it's the end of the world if it happens. We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
What whatever. But
You
I was
feel
just
like a crackhead, but you ain't no
I
crackhead.
think we're addicted too. Don't get me wrong. We are addicted too. I am too. We all are
Mm-hmm.
addicted to it, but it's
In
not on the
some way.
level. It's not on the level of this younger generation.
Yeah.
That's all. Like I was just stating the extreme of their addiction versus ours. We are addicted
Yeah.
to though. We are definitely addicted to though. Um, the Matrix. We have all been here before. Like Unc 607 said, the goal is not to come back here. Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Mm. Yeah.
I feel that.
Oh, she say she's when she on her device.
Yeah, no.
That's what's up.
And no, like he said, yeah, she's doing research. So you're using the tools to educate yourself further, not entertain. I mean, it's entertainment, But say if it cut off, okay, cool. You can't learn for a minute, and that sucks. But at the same time, it's not your. It doesn't rule your whole day because, like, oh, okay, wow, I can't stroll through TikTok or Instagram
Mm,
or
mm,
no. It's just more about, dang, I can't learn. I really like to learn. And like she says, I know, Bam Bam, you're right, right, right. And that's all I was just trying to say. We're addicted to in our own way, but we're not addicted into where if the internet shut down right now, say if they let us still learn, but they took away just, YouTube and short clips and stuff, funny stuff, it'll suck, but we'll be fine. These younger generations, they're gonna be crying. They're gonna be crying tears all day because they can't watch their favorite YouTuber or their favorite TikToker. They're gonna be miserable. Versus us, we're just mad we can't learn. It's a different obsession.
say we must ask why books fast. You say why books are taken away so much we can't research. We must ask why books are taken away so we can't research. I think it's just easier to jump on the internet. It saves time. It saves a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like you could
Can I can I say it? Wait, let me
get.
plug my
Go
phone up. I
ahead.
feel like it's gonna die again. Oh wait. I'll say this. Books, and it depends on which books. Very informative, but I also feel like books help them control what we believe way more than the World Wide Web in a way. Just because, and I could be wrong. Can you hear me, Jay? Oh, I think you froze, bro. I want to
I
make
hear
sure.
you.
I want to make
I
sure
hear
I'm
you.
being heard. Okay. I just feel like books were easier to control us because who publishes the book and authors the book and puts it on the shelves controls the narratives. Now we have this World Wide Web that has made some books come out as full of it.
Full of
I'm not
shit.
gonna say which
Yeah.
book or books that I'm conferring to, but
Hmm.
there are some books that have definitely lost a lot of value because of
They ain't what it's not what you it's not what you thought it
because
was.
of the fact that we can reach out to other sides of the world and find out, was this what it was teaching before it was translated to our language. But that's another story. That's another conversation for another time. Um,
You know, you talking, you be real, you talking scriptures, you talking the Bible and the Quran and all that stuff.
well, he said it, so let's go ahead. Yeah, that too. But
Hmm.
I was trying to hold it, but yeah, that too. That is
I
me.
mean, you
I was-
you
That
you made
that's
it
what I
very
was
clear.
alluding to for the most part.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, because mistranslations are everywhere and that whole thing. But we'll talk. We definitely gonna talk about that at
You
some point.
talking, but that's another topic too because like you talking about a lot going into that. You feel me? We talking about something that's been retranslated and translated several times from language to language to language, then from culture to language to so it's a lot that goes into that.
Yeah, that's a
But
conversation
not
for.
and granted that's a yeah conversation for another time. But that's also something that
Well, that would take so long. It has to be its own conversation. It has to be focused on for that. I definitely want to get into that at some point. Um, but my main point just was, my main point. Even though I was alluding to something, my main point is definitely just I feel like books. He 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 who won can tell the story. Now we get to hear from people who were on that side. Right. We get to
motherfucker
hear from the loser and also the person who was oppressed, not just the person who won who got to write the book.
who got the right to be in charge of the narrative.
Right. Who got to control the narrative. Because now a lot of the stuff I learned in school, I'm learning were a pack of lies or or twist it
He said,
to make me think a certain way about something. And it's kind of scary how much
mm-hmm,
of that is that case, so
mm-hmm. He say you have to cross reference more getting it from the internet than if you have a few books.
no, I
Yeah.
agree with that. I
Yeah, I
agree
agree
with
with that.
that.
I agree with
I
that.
don't disagree
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah.
I just
Mm-mm.
think we
Yeah, because it's so yeah. Because that's the thing with with books, it wasn't a lot of different
things you have to cross reference. No.
things you had to cross reference. Yeah, like it wasn't a lot of different, saying narratives coming out. You feel me? You really just had that one main and maybe a couple of them, but you ain't have a lot of different opposing arguments like that. But
Right.
now, with this internet, it's all type of shit out there. Like you just gotta, you feel me? And everything sound good. Everything
Yeah.
really sounds good.
And that's the scary part. That's why I said I'm not saying it's more accurate, but it definitely gives you more opinion. I'm gonna use that word. It gives you more opinions of things that versus where when we had just the books, you only had their story and their story pick. Now you got millions and millions, which makes sense though, because even when you go back to old times, nobody all agreed, but on certain, but on
The narrative, just I really think that's something that we just, saying assume. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like that was just something we assume. What's scary is how years ago TVs were watching and recording it in the home. Dang, yeah. That, uh, he said, I say that. Well, I saw Bam Bam's Roku on the wall. Out of here, you are in Florida. If so, make
you
sure
saw what
you
on the
check
wall?
to see.
You saw the TV?
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
saw the Roku?
The Roku, privileged man. Out of here, are you in Florida? So make sure
Yes.
you check to see if your kid at school. Yeah,
Oh, excuse me. I my client just showed up. I got to get to this cut, but
yeah,
as much as I'm enjoying this conversation, I de- I got I got other what's the word? Yeah, I got other business to handle. But, you know, appreciate everybody coming through. Appreciate y'all commenting. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for being part of the conversation. We gonna start doing this a little more often, because it don't always line up with us to be in the places we want to be, but we definitely gonna start jumping on a little more randomly. So please look out for that. Uh, but with that being said, I love you, bro. Um, you already know that. And as I said, everybody tapped in. Have a good night, and bam, bam out. Later, 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 later.
let me see, let me see. Yeah, I'm gonna chill for a little bit before I get ready to do something. Read that. Ladybug say, what worked for our generation is not the same thing that's going to work for the next generation. The Most High does something new and different for each generation. Um, I agree. I think so. I can agree with that. I ain't gonna lie. I can get down with what right there. Um, yeah, I think so. It's something. Let me say, like say, a new way, maybe. Yeah, yeah. Even though certain things say it's nothing new under the sun and all that stuff, but yeah, I think so. Mm, if it wasn't for cut, I would have seen. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, man. He said, in my opinion, every generation follows the other. Yeah, to an extent, yeah. Is that a good thing? Because I can see how that could, you know what I'm saying, each generation just puts a twist on things. Yeah, I think yeah, they put a twist on things. You know, they kind of do the same stuff in just like say different ways. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. Like we all have the same we have the same issues and shit, but you know, not in the same way, if that makes sense. Yeah, I would say no, it's a bad thing. Yeah, because typically, you know, it's like they say the blind leading the blind. You know what I mean? That not so to speak. You know what I mean? If somebody doing something wrong, you know what I mean? Like that's why I see that could be a good, you know, if it's good qualities, if it's good things that's you know being done, you know, yeah, follow that. But 9 times out of 10 is yeah, and that still don't mean it's gonna work for you, your generation. I don't believe it's supposed to be like that. I really don't believe it's supposed to be like that. I think we all supposed to be figuring this shit out, you know. But it's just like now the generations are coming up so fast, and you know, kids having kids, and so everything happening so much faster and shit, man. And every generation strays off to adapt. I think that's the main part that needs to be done. You know what I mean? You have to the shit that like I say shit just a lot of like we were saying earlier, just a lot of obsolete information and shit. You know what I mean? Like tactics, ways. We can't you can't keep doing the same thing expecting different results, man. Like fuck. That shit get act like fuck. Like, yeah, we still do the same, yeah. And then expect something different to happen, man. What we talking about? You know, if I see something and that's what I'm saying, then that's where the older generation, you know what I'm saying, we have family members that, you know what I'm saying, that done told us some things too. And they'll be like, you know, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm like, well, where's that? I don't even see how that's benefiting you. You feel what I'm saying? Like you giving me this advice to try that what I need to do you doing it, I don't even see it benefiting you. The fuck? Why would I do it? And then you ask them to explain, so how's this benefiting you? You know what I mean? Like I had a for okay, going back to the vote shit. I had someone tell me they were like, you know, you should be voting. Family member, you should be voting. And I'm like, okay, and where should I and what has it done for you? I still ain't got the fucking answer outside of memorial, like so, you know, sentimental reasons and because the ancestor, you know, your forefathers and all this and that, they fought for all this and that shit. But I asked you, what has it done for you, for in your life? Damn, what damn them? Like they ain't saying fuck it, damn them. That was years ago. What has that shit done for you personally that you can show me? Like, look, see, because I did it, I got one of these. You feel what I'm saying? Or I got this because I did that. Like, man, where? Where? Shit. That is the law of insanity. Doing the same shit, expecting different fucking results, man. Doing the same shit. You say, little nephew, when you add in what you have learned with the information that was given, you will find the path to overcome the issue. I agree. I agree. I ain't mad at that for sure. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they say how they say, you know, what they say, a wise man learn from his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? A smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's not saying you're not gonna, you know, you gonna make. It's not saying you're not gonna make those mistakes, but you gonna learn. You still gonna learn from them. You can still learn and still make mistakes. You feel what I'm saying? Insanity is beautiful when it enforces change. Insanity is beautiful when it forces change. Insanity is beautiful when it forces change. Yeah, it can be. It can be. It definitely can be. It forces change for the like say the right reason, for the right reasons. You know what I mean? Slang, salt back in the day. It's pepper today. Hmm. It's still a spice that makes me feel better. Okay. You say insanity does not offer change. Insanity is going in circles. I think she meant like sanity coming from a more so a different perspective. I think that's how I took it. Yes, think about when we first came into this walk. We went crazy. We thought the world was going to end in 2 days. So is you saying that was insane? That was insane. Ouch. I think if you really look deep into the civics and the things that we take for granted that are on the line, you would get a better understanding. I used to think that my vote didn't count. I still don't see. Look, I still ain't heard. Look, man. Look, I still don't. Can't look. Y'all can't explain. Look, I'm struggling to see how a vote counts. I'm just saying, like for real, especially when look. If okay, if hear me out. If my vote was electoral, then I say then I had that argument. This is a popularity vote. That's the way I look at it. Bottom line, to me, it's a popularity vote. They can you can do this, and then they still could. We don't seen what happened with the popularity vote several times, couple times. Let me say that. That's what I said. Yeah. So it's not like yeah. I just don't see how it do matter. And then like, is this really what our people was fighting? And that's what I'm saying too. It was one of them things like we want to win by playing these people playing their game. How can you win playing their game? You feel what I'm saying? Like this is their game, their shit that they created, they thought of. How do you win? Like Vegas, you might even though it's like being at a casino, even though you might win the slot, you might hit big, but they win at the end of the night. Let me see. It was all a part of the process. Hell yeah, it was insane. We had to dismantle everything you thought you knew. Mm, yeah, see to me that was so much of a damn emotional pull on, you know what I'm saying, on me. You feel me at first. Like say had to dismantle but everything I thought I knew and that came like say yeah. But it was just at the same time that came from like you say lack of understanding on what was really being taken in, you know what I mean? And all that. You see, yet we look forward, we overcame insanity. Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I still think, hey, I'm insane because I just don't see what everybody see and certain shit. I ain't gonna hold you. sometimes I still think I might be the insane one because I don't. A lot of this shit, people like I don't see what they see. You know what I mean? And I know it's like that and vice versa too. You feel me? So that's why I try not to even, get too. I try not to be judgmental on people and the way they view things. But shit, let's be real. You know, it was all part of the process. But yeah, that's definitely part of the process. But yes, it was definitely part of the process though. For real, for real. Like I think a lot of shit be a part of the process. It just has to happen. Yeah. But like I say, it goes down a lot. Man, that's where I'm at with too with shit with life, bro. A lot of shit is perspective. A lot of shit is perception and perspective. Two words that have big meanings, man. That have hella meanings. A lot of shit is a lot of things in life is perception and perspective. The way you get information, receive information, understand information, comprehend information, express information. The information that you receive and comprehend, all that. See, we are seeing changes now that we never thought we would, and it's just the beginning. Mm. And that's what I'm saying. Everybody, that I agree to a certain extent, Auntie. Everybody, I feel like everybody in this life, in a lifetime, is gonna see some changes that they never thought. You feel me? They would see. We're seeing changes we never thought we would see. And just be seeing, and it's just beginning. So mm, man, look, I say, um, it's just beginning. Shit, man. Hopefully we winding. Hopefully, hopefully shit winding up. Man. I've seen enough. I've seen enough, man. Mm, I don't know that shit. All that, like I said, I had to fall. All that, a lot of shit started just giving me headaches and make me have me stressed out, thinking like, bruh, and with mm-mm. Like I said, I put my trust in, the creator, and whatever happens, you know what I mean. That shit happens. I don't know how much say so we got in that shit, but you feel me on what happens. He said votes are for those who understand where it starts the change. I think, like I say, I think people should be more focused on if you is gonna do that, more focus on your local vote than more so that this whole presidential shit. That's just me. Worry about the, voting in your own, say backyards and shit, your counties and cities and all that stuff. Yep. He say we really do not have any say over the creator. That I ain't gonna hold you. Facts, facts. I had to learn that shit because he doing what he gonna do. He gonna continue to do what he gonna do. And I just don't think there's no explanation for what I mean for I don't know the explanation. I have theories. You feel what I'm saying? But I think that's all we all. That's what we all have is theories, especially when you're talking about the creator. We do have the we do have to be educated voters. I think anything you do, you should kind of anything you taking serious, anything you finna, put your energy into like that, you feel me? I think you need to educate yourself. You feel me? Like as much as possible. And it's really at this point, it's really no excuse, in 2025. It's really no damn excuse to just going, flying off into shit just willy nilly. You know, there's plenty of information out. He said that is where it starts in your town and cities. Yeah, yeah. That's like I said, I don't even do that, but you know what I mean. But I think I think those are more that's more important than the this whole presidential hoax that we dealing with. Mm. Then the district, then the Supreme Court. We have to be educated. I agree. Yeah. I just ain't got time for that shit there. I realize, hey, yeah, for me it's best, I just trust in the creator. I trust in life, dog. Town meeting, PTA meeting, and ask where the money is going. That should be for your community. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they be having a lot of them meetings. They be open to public. Most people just don't go. But they put a lot of energy. They be doing be this main one sitting there come every damn 4 years. Yeah, 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 such and such for president. And look, bro, you missed the bus. Well, we all do not have the time. Yeah, I think a lot of people, that's just me personally. I think a lot of people got time to do a lot of shit. You feel what I'm saying? I just ain't. When I say I ain't got the time, I ain't got the literal time, nor do I have the mental time for that shit. For real. Hmm. Town meetings are a great place to see how change become, and that is the reason why people say there is no change. I definitely see a change. I can't lie, like I don't see no change. I understand how much do we really have to do with the change? How much, yeah, because they didn't see the person at the meeting involved. Yet at times it is needed. Oh yeah, there are local and state elections. Yep, yep. But you don't hear much. The majority of people you hear, they ain't talking about that. It's really, I think, like a lot of life is about who you know, and having the right opportunity, shit like that. That's what's up. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, it's good that it's about who you know. It's really about who you know. But yeah, I am going. I was talking over with Queen. I am gonna start doing more of these dolo. More of these with Bam Bam. But mainly a lot of more of these dolo. I want to start talking about biblical and spiritual type shit. Y'all know that's where I'm at, really. You know what I mean? I like to talk religion, spirituality, God, all that type of shit. All that type of shit. But I am gonna start doing more of these. Yeah, local elections are the most important. Yeah, I think you have more say so over those. And I'm not saying there ain't no corruption. Review. That's what it's for. Come on, man. That's what that type of shit for. Shit, you talking about some LOL? LOL. Hey, shit, we might have a lot in common. You did. Yet be within the rules of many books. Oh, I know. Yeah, and it's a lot of bro. It's a lot of information about cultures and shit like that. It's a lot of information out there, dog. It's a lot. He said, if you remember, yeah, bro, yeah. And like I say, them conversations where I really like get intrigued. You know what I mean? It's really like stuff like that. I remember those conversations that I really get turned up for, because you know, I think a lot of logic solves a lot of that shit. To be real with you, but even still, then getting into that, like Auntie said, I think um Ladybug might have said too. Follow the money everywhere, man. Follow the money like breadcrumbs. Yeah, those conversations scare many people. Yep, yep. And I get it because you got to understand that's a that's a strong these are strong beliefs and you know what I mean theologies and stuff. And so we talking about you start dealing with faith and belief and all that shit, man. That's where the conversations become scary because you have to think what's on the other end of it. Okay, what's on the other end of this conversation? You feel what I mean? And what I mean by that, you know, you start having these talks or whatever. The scary part is what's on the other end of this conversation. You know what I mean? Like when we have this talk and we just you play what it is you believe and all that. What does when you start pulling out information, what does that do for you? You know, what I'm saying what does that leave your foundation or whatever? You feel me? That's where it gets scary for people. And I get it. I had to learn that shit because it was like that for me. The banks told all the kings and queens. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's the same shit that comes that folds. It's the same shit that that transitions all the way to the time we live in now. It still does that. It's not, a lot of them are hidden under the nonprofit 501. They can't talk about certain things. They, you know what I'm saying? So shit. You see the shiny things versus land laws. Yeah. hmm You see, money is ruled by the churches. Yeah, I can see why you say that. But yeah, a lot of that shit. See, I have been PBS clips for a long time with no problem, and I got a strike the other day from Sinclair, the same people that caused Jimmy Kimmel to be taken off air. It's about the billionaires now. Well, so you did something about talking and look into that before I knew he had a job back. So like that, you know. But you gotta be if you talking about putting information out there about the billionaires, you gotta be careful of that. They don't take too kindly. A show called so what is on? Yeah, they used a small clip from PBS, and they still man look something going on. You feel me? Something happening out here. What what's the name that's on platform? Oh, hold on, y'all. Stars. Okay. The Serpent Queen. I'm sure it's probably on Prime. Okay. Yeah, there's a few stuff that we can cut it up. For sure. But yeah, nah, I'm definitely gonna be doing more of these, talking about that type of stuff. Because I was telling me and Queen was talking, and we were saying, I was telling the like can y'all hear me? Can I be heard? Can I be heard? I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up anyway. Saying, just giving up on God. Am I still froze? All right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and end it. I pick this up probably maybe tomorrow. I might pick this up tomorrow. We'll see. But peace. Hey, y'all, take it easy, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Like, comment, subscribe. Go check out, if y'all can hear me, go check out Fat Tatula on his reactions. On the Fat Tatula show. Go check out Auntie Dare to Search. She has some great content coming out of there. Yeah, go check out Know Your Why, Bam Bam, and all that, man. Go check everybody out, man, that came through. Shout out to Queen Sackcloth, love you. I see you, girl. You feel me? But yeah, I'll probably tap back in tomorrow with this. But yeah, I'm gonna, like I say, we'll get up, you feel me? But because I'm definitely gonna be doing some conversations about spirituality and religion and shit. You feel me? But so y'all be safe, be cool, man. Appreciate it. And go subscribe, like I say, go subscribe to Fat Tashler, Dare to Search. Um Ladybug, Hippie, that came through, everybody that came through, man. Appreciate y'all. Peace. And RIP Bam Bam or Know Your Why. You feel me? Later.